So our first guest is Dr. Janet Allen. She's from Delray Orthodontist. So come on in, Dr. Janet Allen. So listen, they didn't tell you as you come in, you have to do a dance as you come in.
He wants to dance today. He's going for the dance.
All right, there you go. There you go. Stop it, girl. How you doing?
Hello. So anybody who will dance with us is welcome to come on the show. So everybody needs orthodontics. What made you think this is how I want to spend my life and put my time and effort into?
That's a great question. I started very young as a dental hygienist. And I went to an experimental program that was really advanced, and we were taught a lot of dentistry, but in the real world we couldn't really do it because it wasn't legal. But I knew so much dentistry, and I decided, I was a hygienist for 5 years, and I said, I'm going to go back and go to dental school, and so I did that. And then while in dental school, I said, the most fun part of dentistry that I've learned so far is orthodontics. It's a happy field. It's not, there are no needles.
You're not pulling things.
No, we're just moving teeth, and we make people's smiles beautiful, and so they're very thankful for that.
That's such a unique way of looking at it,
right?
Because you're helping people look and feel better about themselves.
Right. Right.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
And it's sort of, with a real artistic flair. So, we can move teeth in certain ways to accommodate the desires of the patient, and I always say to them, let me take charge of it initially, and then if you want to see something that is a little bit different than what I've provided for you, then we'll talk about it. As long as it's healthy for you, then we can make changes.
Where's your office located?
So I have two offices.
Okay.
My office in Delray, which is the new one, and we've been here for about 6 months now, so it's a real newbie. Is right here in Delray Beach, right off of Atlantic Avenue on 1st.
Oh, okay. Avenue. You're right there.
Right off of Atlantic. And my other practice is in New York. It's in Manhattan.
Okay.
And so I've had that for many years, but I'll just give you a little history. I started my very first practice down here. My very first orthodontic practice down here about 30 years ago. I know I don't look that old.
No, you don't. You look fabulous. It must be that beautiful smile. Keeps you looking young.
I know there's one question out there in the world for a lot of people. So really what's coming to the market is the over-the-counter, like teeth whitenings and all of these different things. So you hear both sides of it, like you shouldn't do this, it eats away at your enamel. What is your take on that? What's your professional
on
advice?
Bleaching?
Yes.
I think that as long as you do a professional bleaching in an office, because we can control it. First of all, you want to make sure you're of a certain age. For instance, I wouldn't allow a 13-year-old to do bleaching on their teeth because the little tubules in the tooth are still forming, and you don't want to do any damage. So you want to wait. But there are certain products that are super safe and really make pretty drastic improvements for people.
Yeah, because I seen people doing bleaching. I seen the guy that
he took
a couple Clorox.
No, he did not.
I was just playing.
I was like, what? I was like, you need to write on that man's post and tell him, please don't, sir. I don't know about that. He's going to have no teeth left, and he's going to also probably die.
Yeah, not a good idea.
Not a good idea.
Not a good idea.
So for people who are wondering, do they need to get braces? Are their teeth fixable? What is the process? What would you advise people before they come into your office the first time?
Well, first of all, if you notice something that, number one, is upsetting, for instance, if teeth are flared forward and that's bothersome, or if you have excessive spacing or excessive crowding, then it's definitely a good idea to come and be evaluated. We can really fix most any kind of malocclusion, bad bite. And so, I welcome people to come in and talk to me, and I'm going to be very frank and honest about what I think I can do for you, and help achieve the goals that you have and that are going to be functionally sound for you.
Do you have a website?
We do.
Okay. So
Yeah.
you just give our viewers your website so they can go to it and look at any other programs or
DelrayOrtho.com. DelrayOrtho.com.
Oh, that's easy enough.
Yeah,
How about
that's
that?
Easy to remember.
Yeah.
And is there a certain age that you start at, or do you take all ages?
I take all ages,
Wow.
and honestly, I have patients who are 6 years old, and I have patients who are in their mid-80s.
Wow.
Actually, I have an 87-year-old patient right now. So that's in my New York office because I do both.
So you go back and forth?
I go back and forth
Okay.
every week. So I have a presence in both offices every week, a couple days.
And then when you're not here, are there other dentists in your office, or
So-
do you shut down?
No, so I have a partner.
Great.
Dr. Kevin McCaffrey, he has another practice in West Palm. And so the two of us, we don't work on the same days because we want to be able to give patients the opportunity to have a doctor in the office most of the time.
Great.
So, but our staff's always there, so if anybody wants to call and schedule, they're always there.
Absolutely. And is there anything else that you want to make sure people know about you or your practice?
Just, that I started down here, I went back to New York, that's where I did my residency. I've worked there ever since. I started my own practice there.
That's a big deal.
It's a
especially
big
in
deal.
New York.
It is a big deal.
Yeah.
It is a big deal. But, I'm not afraid of risks, and I'm not afraid of anything.
Yeah.
Except snakes.
So don't bring your snake when you come to get your teeth looked at, guys. Leave the snake alone.
No, but just that, I've always wanted to come back to Delray Beach and practice here. And our practice is mostly Invisalign.
Okay.
We do braces also, but if I could talk and talk and talk, I would give you the reasons for that. Maybe another time. But, it's been going super well. I'm very excited to be back here. I love this area. There's no better place than Delray Beach, in my opinion.
We agree.
In my strong opinion.
We very much agree with that statement.
Yeah.
Well, thank you
Thank you
so
very
much.
much.
It's
You're
so
so
nice having you
welcome.
on, and
Thank
we
you.
look forward to seeing you at your practice.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Have a
to
great
both
day.
of you. Thanks so
Thank
much.
you.
Have a good one.
Thank you. You too.